Hello? I think he's back now. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm sorry. I don't know how to troubleshoot it even. Just like randomly loses connection or something. Would be something with the restream maybe? I have no idea. That spider moves kind of fast. I'm kind of scared to like do anything when I'm doing this quest because I never knew what happens, like what causes the bug, which basically makes you have to restart this quest. Sometimes he just will not spawn the paper at the end. And like I haven't seen that actually in a while. I don't know if it's fixed or I don't know what caused it first in the first place, but that is really annoying if it happens. But like I could be pulling way more aggressively. I don't know if maybe pulling mobs onto him bugs him out or something. I don't fucking know. I have PTSD at this point. Okay, just spawned. Cool. Yeah, if I didn't grieve, I wouldn't have to like run back to this camp now. But I killed the geologist before I accepted the quest because I spaced out for a second. You want a BDK? Wait, BDK, I think Guardian Druid is like the meta tank for keys now, something. I don't know. But yeah, man, have fun. But I always hated leveling in retail. I need to check. I think I deleted some of it, but I think the Savage Fronts from Angora, you actually get a lot of them while questing. That could potentially be a doable solo even. Same with the bone fragments. Yeah, let's try jumping in from a different angle now. I think it's gonna work better. What the guide suggests here. This is the... Oh fuck. That was almost not good. Need to jump like directly from the top. But yeah, I was gonna say this is the Maltorius spot. Yo, gather routes up. No, I didn't see. I don't really pay attention to like the cycling thing, so I wouldn't know. But I've heard about the guy before. Yeah, it's good for him. Are you into cycling? Yeah, I think I should complete this quest before I pull Altorius. Should be relatively easy to do. I like this angle of jumping like way more. It gets you like where you wanna be. I don't know why jumping into the hole even is in the guide in the first place. This is way safer and less scuffed, in my opinion. Yeah, I know Tour de France is huge. It's just like I'm not really I've never been following. Cycling is kind of a sport that is hard to follow, I think. This doesn't really not particularly exciting to watch, right? It's like watching classic WoW leveling streams. I don't know who the fuck does that. But it's fine. Some people do. But it's more about like learning about the standings at the end, I think. Like actually watching the race, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Like people would watch like Formula 1 races as well. I always find that like kinda boring as well. I feel like it's more fun to watch the highlights from that type of thing. Okay, no, I should probably actually be doing Maltorius so the mobs that I killed don't respawn on top of me uncanning him or something. That'd be very bad. Finish this off later. I'm kinda down to YOLO him since he doesn't have his ads. Maybe you can just like brute force him with line of sight like this, because I can use a lot of line if I don't have to reset him. Or like split pull him. Yeah, that's kinda nice, he doesn't know what's happening. I don't care if he pains me, I shouldn't do that much. Okay, that's not the line. Fuck. Yeah, that's actually good, because he'll heal me. It's just I'm fucking CC'd for 20 seconds. Oh, I ticked out. That is huge. Thanks, man. You actually helped me. Okay, Pet is dead, but he's also dead. I just need to Viper him. Alright, cool. Now I need 2 slavers and Incendosaurs, and we're done with the zone. I think that was real fast. Oh yeah, and the plans, before I forget. Thanks Cirillo for the follow. Hope you enjoyed the solo Versil Maltorius. Also done it when he has ads up, but then you cannot really brute force it like that, I think. Or like, I mean, maybe you could, but it's just sketchy. I wouldn't do that on hardcore, but I have a safe strat for him as well. I'm gonna need to make a video on it. I think that's a pretty cool trick. You basically do a no-hit Maltorius, or like not getting hit by him at all. Kill him. Okay, move my pet away here so I can shoot while netted. Let's just heal up. Should have probably popped rum for Maltorius. Can't go wrong with 10 more stam, right? Does stam like start scaling differently at any point, or is it always just 10 HP per 1 point of stam? Because I think that's what it is, right? Like on the earlier levels. Same with int, 10 mana for 1 int. I think my stats are really good because I have barely any strength and spirit, or like int, which are probably the worst stats. Shit ton of AG, stam, spirit. Well, like strength is not that bad if you melee weep a lot, I think, but it's kinda whatever. Hard could be better off with stam for sure. Just so you don't randomly die and you fuck something up. I need to find like a good way to do the Satyr in Felwood. I don't know if you guys know the first Satyr quest there. There's a bunch of like stealth mobs and rogues that have like insanely strong slow. And I've died there before. I also always get like a close call in that place because when you go out, you need to go like really deep in to kill a mob. Then when you go out, everything starts respawning and it's just cursed. Like, I have no good way of dealing with a strong slow. I just need to pray feign death hits, basically. I could see myself dying there when I'm like super sleep deprived. Just kinda like that spot kinda requires like good on the spot decision making, I think, and that's like what suffers the most when you're tired. get this mob because I don't know if there's more out there. Just to be sure I can complete this. Wait, did I reset that one? Okay, I fucked up. Got too far from my pet, I thought it wouldn't be that far. But yeah, I did need to pull that extra. Some respawns. Freezing trap here. Yeah, nah, I just need to kill it anyway. Gonna have this mob here. Pretty sure this area has dynamic respawns though. It's like 3 mobs just spawned at the same time. Cannot be an coincidence. You could probably jump onto it from this way, it's gonna be easier. Yeah. Right, that looks good enough. You gotta look a skip, you won't find that in RXP.
You got my attention. Off with you. How are you? Watch your back. Talk to me. What's on your mind? Off with you. Interest you on a pint?
What can I do for you? Be careful.
What's happening? Great to meet you.
Okay, what turns do I even have in Stormwind? Mage Weave. Sure. I don't think I need to do the Stormwind Mage with turn in right now. Probably a waste of time to run there. I mean, unless I'll struggle to hit 52. Kind of a gamble. I think I have a lot of XP on this run though. But I think I'll just turn it in because I don't lose much by running there. It could potentially be annoying if I'm like short a bit of XP later on.
Well met. See you soon. Safe travels.
Help you find something? Be careful.
Light be with you. Light bless you. Hello. How are you? See you around. Hey there. You need something?
I'll accept it. If I run out of quest log space, I'll just abandon it. Technically supposed to get that later, but it might work. Let's get some arrows, sure.
Can I help you? For
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go to toilet before I can
our friend.
indulge in this amazing segment of fucking Blasted Lands. Shit zone.
may I help?
But the jump down was perfect from that tower. I even bounced off of something that like knocked me in the correct direction of the bug. Climbing and descending the tower speedrun 90%. It's gotta be a pretty good time. I forgot to bag the scraps. I don't think I'm gonna be killing more dwarves. Like, I don't think there's any way I can get 30. Anyway. There's a bit in the... like, what's it called? Burning steps, but that's about it. Yeah, say hi to your grandmother from me. Hope she's fine. Yeah, enjoy. Who's the other hunters? Only other hunter speedrunner? I had an owl, switched it to cat at some point. SUNLA is solo unaided, no logout abuse, is what it stands for. So that means, you know, I'm playing solo self-found, no outside help. And I'm not logging out, like wait for mobs to respawn or Hearthstone to time out so I can Hearthstone again and log out to wait for the boat to arrive. It's basically like a simulation for me for like time I could maybe get on the fresh servers, where like logging out doesn't do you any good because you're racing in real time. Yeah, cat is also way less annoying in that sense, that's true. Owl can only eat meat pretty much. So for instance in Darkshore, like you need to make sure you buy meat in Darna or you're pretty much fucked. Okay, but like, who says owl is better? Because I'm pretty sure it's not. Like, cut just does more damage. How can it be bad? Great Zeroji, but Zeroji also says MM is good. Like, I don't know, man. I don't mean to disrespect. He has like way more achievements than me in the game, but I don't think he's right. Sure, MM doesn't make sense, and yeah. I mean, cut versus owl, the difference is so small. You could play whatever. It's no diff. I don't know, I had a bunch of people in my chat asking me if MM is good because they're OG. Listen, if there's a meta, I will adapt, but I don't see any meta right now. Meta has been cat for a while. Like, the difference is so small that it's pretty much impossible to even like test. Because like the time differences will be better explained by everything else rather than your pet. Even if you did like a comparison run, so it's kind of pointless. I mean, DMT speedruns are pretty cool. I'd be down. Okay, what does the owl have to do with like melee weaving or kiting? I'm open for a discussion, but I need to say something that like makes sense, man. I know he's trolling, man, but also like he sometimes says something that actually makes sense. So I'm trying to see if I can bait him to actually say something normal, you know? Yeah, but not today, I guess. Dude, I don't know who Mitos is. Who the fuck is Mitos, man? Enlighten me. Like maybe to you that's that giveaway, but I have no idea who you're talking about. Should Midas has to do with myself? Yeah, true. I'm not saying I'm smarter than Siraj, I'm just saying I don't see the point behind Owl yet. Apes GM? Okay, yeah. Is there any like a drama story behind Mitos, or is he just normal? Or is he infamous for some reason now? you saying I'm trying to start drama with Zero G? I mean, I'm down for some drama, man. Like, I'm kind of missing out, honestly. Could get some mad exposure. Yeah, I have the weak aura here. When it reaches the end of the mana bar, that's when the server ticks happens. And if you time the drink with that, then you get the full drink value. And so like, since basically at this level I do not care at all about like my money, I'm overbuying a shit ton of food and water, and I'm drink walking a lot. Makes it faster, cause you can basically drink and move at the same time if you do it every server tick. So that is like the only time server processes if you're drinking or not. Like, as long as you're drinking at the end of each of those cycles, then you're basically the same. It's basically the same as drinking and sitting and never moving. Is it the 5-second rule? No, it's something else. It's just the server tick. Like, stuff. Like, the server kind of processes a lot of stuff on ticks. For instance, this is equal to the rogue mana region. Like, this Vikara is also MP5, but when it's not MP5, it's the server tick. Right, so like this is the same interval as rogue energy region, for instance. But like a bunch of other stuff also happens on server ticks. Call it the 2-second rule? Yeah, I guess if you wanted to give it a name. It's called server tick. Yeah, shout out to Kyungren, Borax speedrunner. Favorite Japanese hardcore players. Yep. Where are you from, Kyungren? Japan, obviously? Okay, yeah. Obviously. Sorry, I don't know why I asked. I agree, that was pointless. Gonna eat, wait for these to split up. If they don't soon, I'm just gonna put the basilisk. I like pulling 2 boars at a time. I mean, like, Koreans are pretty good at games. It's just a fact. I don't know if they're responsible for making keybinds popular, but if you say so. I'm not really afraid, because I don't even expect to get the world first 60 hardcore. Myself, so it's all good, man. Dude, fucking let me through. Yeah, but like, I don't play the correct class to even begin with. Like, if I was practicing mage for the last 2 months, then maybe. But this is more for fun than anything at this point. All these rares in the same spot. There's 3 rares next to each other. Yeah, I mean, it's like a 5-player competition, but I'm okay with playing Hunter. Maybe we pull a miracle run, maybe not, but it's okay. And then I'll have actual like fun class to play for endgame and not fucking mage. Miss me with the 1 button rotation, bro. Good enough for it. It's not, because it's not that hard, so people don't need to take like things that safely, honestly, to be like consistent enough to do it. So it should affect time to 60 like a little bit, but not by any like significant amount of time. The biggest difference is the fact that you just cannot do so far act solo, because this will basically turn off XP from mobs in dungeons on the hardcore servers. But yeah, it's mostly AoE grinding. That's why mage is so good. Just like the AoE grinding spots are more XP per hour than questing after a certain level. So it's just pretty much impossible to compete with. And if you try to like only grind on a non-mage, then it's like way worse. Obviously, because you're not AoEing. So it actually it's worse than questing. Yeah, I mean that's true. That's what I mean, right? It's not really like these guys are gonna struggle. Biggest risk is like just getting fucking DC'd or something. I mean, yeah, with experience you should be pretty good at consistently grinding without dying. But there are some spots that are like harder than others. Could botch like multiple poisons in certain locations that could like kinda kill you. Generally it's pretty easy. Okay, let's maybe make way for Thermus before we get an accident. Yeah, dying to a DC or some sort of like service issue would be very, very annoying.
Hello. What brings you?
Yeah, I mean that could very much happen, right? As we all on the same server, so the fucking he doesn't die. Yeah, like Hunter has some way better survival rate though from DCs than Mage for sure. So you can easily get saved by your pet. I mean, I wouldn't want to win like that where like everyone else just got DC'd and I didn't, right? That's kind of like people won't let you forget about that. Rogue is almost immune to DC. Why? Just because they do so much melee damage, or you can still like if you speedrun, you pull aggressively with limited health, you would still die. The scorpions are so strong, it's crazy. They like destroy my pet. I mean, LMGD and John Wick are playing Rogue, and Rogue is also pretty fast, so wanna watch Rogue so you can watch them. Should be somewhat competitive, and LMGD is likely gonna be able to like pull a Giga Degen schedule, so he'll be ahead in levels for a long time. I don't know myself if I can, but I'll try my best. But LMGD is definitely up there when it comes to being a fucking degenerate, so he'll be doing fine. Yeah, and if you get like a level 4 or even level 6 paladin, I think that's like super good for rogue, or like any melee pretty much. Because like Blessing of Might is insanely busted at that level. You get like a 25% damage buff basically. It's insane. Duo until 14, that can't be good, right? You'd rather have him level solo. Gonna be slowing you down for duo. Tactics gonna play Alliance on Fresh? I don't know what Tactics is planning. He wanted to make a Horde push for Rack first, but he kinda gave up, I think. Because no one wants to play Horde for raiding. Yeah, Tactics hasn't been speedrunning for a while. I think the latest like Horde Rogue speedrun is pity. He had like a hardcore speedrun on a Rogue and he died at level 58. Yeah, the Fidi pretty much doesn't stream at all. He was playing on the VTR launch though. That shit was scuffed as fuck. But I don't think he was streaming that even. I'm like streaming a lot because I'm streaming all my practice pretty much. I think Fedi said he doesn't wanna speedrun though on Fresh. I think you're out of luck if you want Horde Rogue speedrunners. Unfortunately. pretty good on all the items so far, like that. 6 out of 12, 5 out of 11, 1 out of 5. I mean, that's gonna fix itself very fast as soon as they start dropping. Boars and the Basilisk share spawns anyway, so I need to kill both. Like complete both. Kinda how it works. Generally speaking, pretty even progress, so it's looking good. I just need 2 hyenas, no scorpions, and they share spawns, but that's generally a fuck ton of hyenas. So it should be okay. The scorpions I'm glad to be done with ASAP, because they are like the strongest mobs zone. I mean, for these quests. Yeah, I'm doing everything. You basically need XP to hit 52. And it's all pretty average XP per hour, but like you're not getting more anywhere. Eventually, so it's whatever. It's like I might as well, you know? Get a cool buff, I guess. I mean, it's 25 edge, you cannot complain, right? I can pop that again, and then I get also a spirit in strength stam, which is sometimes useful. Thanks, Echidne, for the follow. Like the stun buff for Arash the Summoner, that's just gonna be nice. I mean, yeah, if you don't have the XP yet, then you should compare the XP to whatever you get grinding Blood Elves. I think Saran said it's like roughly 50k per hour, more or less, and it doesn't really change, so you can do it up front. So I like in the guide tells you to grind the Blood Elves up front instead of at 59. At least you don't have to come back then. Stuff like that. Or like pretty much every single quest in the game should be weighed against like the grind spot at that level range. And if it's worse than the grind spot, then it's not worth doing. You know what for? Grind instead. I didn't get the... I'm like more than halfway done and I didn't get the perfect Renefis fragment yet. Would be kinda sad if I don't. That's like what, 6k XP or something? It's just a lot. $5.6. I'm done with the hyenas. It's like this run, it's mostly gonna be basilisks and boars that I need to finish off. I can probably like stop coming here altogether. So I can get here as 3 vultures. There's 2 here and 1 over there, it's not worth going there. That should work out fine. Okay, nice. I'm very happy to have looted that. It always leaves a sour taste in your mouth, just don't get some RNG item that you could have gotten. Already missed out on the ship schedules on this run. Gone down like 5k XP for no reason other than lucky. Nice 2 lungs back to back. Take those. Okay, so what I need is mostly just Basilisk Brain. And a little bit of Gizzards. Casters is gonna die fast, right? Guess I just need one brain, one gizzard. One lung. So many basilisks here and it's gonna drop, right? And then I can go back like to the quest givers and gamble on the gizzard, I guess. From the like 3 mobs that are there. I don't know if that's a good gamble or not. It's the brain. I do need some boars as well. If these 2 boars drop 1 lung, then it's okay. Not then it might be a bit awkward. So I need to find some other spawns. Probably just need to do 1 more circle. Drop. Lucky. Okay, so I basically need 1 lung. I could kill the hellboars. I'm pretty sure the hellboars also drop it. They're just generally 8s to kill. But I mean, it's better to like kill the mobs that I know are there than like try to wait for respawns. exit area. Could have been like a bit nicer. Like if I got to one lung from like those two boars over there, and skipped me this entire last loop. But overall, I think that was pretty fast. Can expect in the sun. So I can't complain too much.
I am honored. I cannot assist you. Be careful.
I'm listening. What brings you? You need something? Light bless you.
Greetings. Well met. Be careful.
Greetings. I buy and trade. See you around.
What can I do for you? Light be with you.
Okay, I need to log out on this character because simply caught up to the other one. I'm supposed to be doing that one first, so I can get the most practice available. This one has like way worse times. I can do probably. I don't think I'm gonna start Fellout. Fellout is super long. Tomorrow. But I can probably do the Plague Lands bit.
Well met.
Because slightly RNG too, if like which ogres are up. I think they share spawns as well. You can have more mages or less. Okay, these guys have the threat drop for sure. Like the knock that they do. And now here's it, I have like infinite threat. I should honestly check, like, after this run, how much XP I had to begin with, and how easy slash hard will it be for me to hit 52, and probably skip this quest if I can. Because it's gonna be more efficient to just do it later when I'm actually here to do more quests. Pretty sure this is only so you can have more XP and hit 52. You need 52 and Darn Assist later to accept the quest. Oh, these guys also dropped the scraps. That should be pretty easy to complete solo, or like in solo, but like you could have it funneled on fresh. Like at least a little bit of those. Someone trades you like 10 and you're probably good. Then you can repay the favor on your 60. Probably be looting all of them for room cloth as well. That is gonna be hard to come by. It's a lot of XP from turn-ins as well if you can get it. But it's really hard to get like more than 2 at least solo. Looks like pretty good spawns on the mages, all of them. Oh, where are you going? Fuck. I don't know where I sent my pet. Filled it out to the correct mob. Pretty good spawns here, I'd say. Some sort of rare. The only downside of like doing the runs alongside one another is I might be setting up the other one for failure kinda. If I kill like all the mobs that I want to find, for instance, like in Plaguelands, it's like quest of like wolves and spiders, right? Like if I were to kill all the wolves and they all spawn as spiders, then it's cucked for the other run.
How are you? Say, great to meet you.
kinda entered on the sun, so I don't have any like silk. So sold it by accident, so I think the cloth turns are kinda fucked at this point. I could maybe try buying it from the auction house, but it's whatever. Server's so dead, there's probably nothing up anyway. Let's see what I have in the bank. Maybe I can do the mage weave at least.
Christiana pint. Off with it.
Is the server empty? Yeah, it's pretty much empty. See who won to 60. 12 people on the alliance. And like the mages are oftentimes bots. Hunters too.
What can I do for you? Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay, cannot do anything else. Yeah, I mean that's why the server is so good for speedrunning and practice in general, because like even on Fresh with like thousands of people playing at the same time, if you're ahead of the pack you're pretty much leveling on a dead server at the very launch. So this is the best type of server to practice on. Like any server that's filled with players is actually not good practice, because you cannot compete with people who started like hours before you, right?
You got my attention.
Or like days. So yeah.
Salutations!
Here there. Talk to me. Hell.
EM is for low input
How are
brain
ya?
dead? So
See
do you
you
mean that?
again.
How is pressing aim shot and doing nothing for 4 seconds more inputs? Like what?
Hi.
That is just wrong, man. I appreciate you trying to start some drama though. I respect. But yeah, obviously, the first 60 is gonna be mage, like, pretty much. It's one extra APM, it's not. Because when you press aim shot, you don't do anything else, whereas if you melee weave, you do way more inputs as BM. Scatter shot, you have intimidation instead, which is just the better button. Pretty much every way, except cooldown. So, it's just not more APM, it's less APM.
Well
Play
met.
with aim shot.
Keep your feet on the ground.
That being said, you can train some aim shot now.
Safe travels.
What's on your mind? Keep your feet on the
What's
ground.
on your mind?
It's a pretty fat comeback, yeah, you can let him know, man.
Watch your back.
I'm ready to defend myself here. Like, MM only feels good versus low armor mobs. Pretty much everything else is PM's just better. And like, you cannot undervalue or like overstate how good these two talents are alone. At movement speed and cheetah movement speed. Intimidation versus scattering, I'm pretty sure like intimidation just wins. Yeah, at 40, BC Rough versus True Shot as well. BC Rough is just better. Like, this talent is a scam, you don't even need that. It is very situational. Most of the time you're playing like mid-range to be as close as you can to melee wave. Like, the best talents are this, like 5% crit damage, aim shot versus low armor targets. This is decent against multiple targets. I mean, this obviously, right? So you get a lot of like flat damage for a gun, but then you have massive threat issues. Your pet. Like, if you aimed shot them up ever, it's just on you forever. By the way, are you there? Get milk? Still? Like, is Zeroji doing like speedruns or something, or is he just like leveling casually?
How are you?
It's looking to fucking destroy. Nice. Is you though? What do you mean? You want me not to do what? Retired beast out of his cage? He was never a leveling guy, right? I don't know. Unless you find some new tech. I don't think he has like sick times. Server first DK Waddle kick a hand as okay, dude. I have no idea how much skill that takes now. But yeah, I've honestly never interacted with
Got my
Zero G in any way,
attention.
so I have no
Watch your
idea.
back.
I know he had a pretty cool DMT, like speedruns, but there's also like heavily gear reliant, so it's a bit awkward to like try to compete because like it's not an even playing field pretty much, and I'm not gonna like farm tier 3 on a hardcore hunter to practice that. Was Azeroth better than Sweden? Yeah, same honestly, dude. Like, I don't think that's a big achievement. Sweden bigger than Azeroth. But yeah, like coming up with a route is the hardest part in the entire leveling. Just been moving it slightly. But I mostly rely on Zaran's route. I've been doing this for way longer than a month. All the speedruns combined. I leveled a couple hunters to 60 on Season of Mastery. Then ready on Era and these are my third and fourth.
Hello, be good.
This specific character, yeah, it's probably more than a month old, but it's mostly because of the pause. Waiting for PTR,
How are you?
see what they do about dungeons. And then when I knew they completely bricked it, then just went to the Naga cave. Because if not, I was gonna use both these characters to practice CF. It was gonna be really important to practice CF if it was gonna work. But there's just no way. But yeah, I'm not like playing 10 hours a day, you know, I'm taking it easy and I'm also leveling 2 characters alongside one another, so it will take a while until I hit 60 like that. I will need a couple of weeks. Should be done by like the end of the month though or something. More or less. And then I need to like make some notes from the runs, put them into the note week aura so I don't forget about them on the actual run. And yeah. And then I'll be taking it easy until the launch. Haradenic, what's up, man? Don't wanna get too burnt out too. Like probably like 2 or 3 weeks before launch, I probably won't even be touching WoW. Classic at least. Yeah, I would be down to do one practice for like 36 hours, but I'm not gonna do it like alone. That'll be kind of weird, I think. There may or may not be like a guild event Saturday. Or like the next one, I guess. Where we like do it again like that, so if that works out, then I would be down. But I feel like I need at least, you know, a bunch of friends doing it at the same time, or it's not gonna be like nearly enough fun and like adrenaline or something to keep me going. Like the PTR, for instance, just felt so bad, and I was also sick and sleep deprived when we started that I just couldn't do it, man. It's not fun at all. But fresh technically should be very hype. Yeah, I mean, I'll just be doing something else for a while. Not the biggest fan of music festivals though, like the ones that where you have to like sleep there or something. I'd rather go to like one-off concert in my city.
What's on your mind?
It's
What
the
can
gig
I
from
do
someone.
for you?
That's pretty cool and doesn't involve like sleeping in a fucking tent in 40 degrees Celsius. what does Key Super even mean? So it's I came up with this nickname when I was like 7 years old or something. So it's not particularly groundbreaking, but it's basically uh the first letter of my name is K. So my name is Krzysztof, and then I just added super to it, and that's it. And I've been using that as an IGN for like ages now, so stuck with it.
You need something? Can I help you? See you later.
Well met. See you around. Have a good one.
These guys social aggro or not? I'm not sure. They might though. Yeah, I know Francis RP, I don't see it being worth it though like that. To get to the spot with a fence anyway in the first place. Which one was it? Like this one? Actually, never used them before. But yeah, that looks decent. Sorry, there was like a long fence there, I didn't see it. Take a look when I'm back. Nice, just missed. I mean, this one? That looks like a long fence. Oh yeah, that's a hella long fence, what the fuck? Yeah, this is like busted type fence. That would be a nice spot to just like grind this quest out, but to go and search for more ghouls most of the time. There's just not gonna be enough in that single spot.
How are you?
Greetings. What can I do for you?
You need something? Need help?
That's fine, I want foreign margin don't rep anyway. Like getting friendly, if you can get all the quest items for them, it's gonna be really big. Definitely worth grinding a bit. Try to find what's like the best grind spot for it. Could be that fence though. But that's like kinda assuming that you do get traded a bunch of items. So now I can complete all those consistently solo. Does every mob in the zone have a fucking frashman? Okay. I think that's gonna work. Like, I don't know, to me, aim shot just isn't a button that feels good to press, because you need to weigh it against like the weird MP5 you get from it. Because the cast time is like 3 seconds, that means you're wasting a lot of the MP5 rule. Or like the 5-second rule you cast it. And then you get also infinite threat from it. Okay, I just don't want to get in combat with the Scarlet Crusade here, that's the only scary mobs.
I need help.
I wonder if you could maybe somehow talk to Janice from below. Down to try for a minute. Oh, you can. Easy then. Wasn't even hard. Standing there. Yeah, I'm like slightly short on XP here, but I can grind like 5k. Yeah, that's pretty free. I have a lot of turn-ins, like I have 2 turn-ins in Darna. That's just 9k. 10k even. I mean, maybe I need it. I'll just grind it and see if it's factored in or not. Well, it probably is some way. Be faster to run like this, but I don't wanna run through fucking Underhall. At level 51. Sounds sketchy. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make a big pool for fun. Oh fuck, my pet has like 0 health. Should have called it earlier. Would have ticked up. But I need to get to the fence first. But I don't think explosive trap is worth it. I think frost trap probably better. And volley if anything. But I only have rank 1 volley. Train rank 2. Outside of that is kind of a waste. But I honestly don't think I have like the mana for this to be very efficient. 'Cause most damage it gets be from like multi-dotting them and multi-shotting, but I'm just gonna go dude, I have like 12 int. Sorry, did the stream die again for a bit? I've been doing it like a couple times today. I don't know why today more than before. But I was saying I basically have no mana pool for this, so I don't really get that much value from multiple mobs on me. I'm pretty much single targeting at this point because I'm just Like one way you could do it that would maybe work is like the same way you do CF. So I would like feign, get aggro on pet, but like they all have separate aggro tables, the mobs, so it's not really gonna work very well. I would need a Furious Howl pet. Yeah, especially when there's no mobs around, like I don't think it's worth to kite them this far. But you can clear like the surrounding at least like that. It's probably easier than like trying to pull one by one. But I don't think it's necessarily faster when I have like no int. Like I have 5 int right now on my gear. I have no mana pool for this. Yeah, I can just leave. So I'll be going. Okay, they do social aggro.
Light be with you. Farewell.
Hi, how are you? Can I help you? Be seeing you.
What the fuck is this mob here? I guess I didn't reset, I just didn't see it. It's still following me.
Hey,
Yo, Euler, thanks for the... Euler or Euler, man? I think you're Euler, right? I feel like we've had that discussion before. Thanks for the sub, man. And I get confused again. Euler, yeah. Giga Euler, thanks for the sub, man. Proving the name's not a coincidence. How you doing, man? I'm happy to hear that. I am about to be done with the stream personally, just gotta do some turn-ins. Put out of my mind, unlucky man. Maybe start playing retail WoW, it's really fun. Been playing retail a lot lately. The new patch buffed mage by like a fuck ton and then also made it more fun to play, so it's really good right now. It's crazy. We purchased DF, we leveled it to 60 prior to it and never logged back in again, what the fuck? Wait, why would you pre-purchase and then not even play? Like, what changed in between, man? It's like, even just like, fear of missing out. If I pre-ordered the game, I was at least, I don't know, log in. See if we can get a good boat. Oh, the boat is there, but it's gonna fucking leave before I can. Yeah, I just left. Cool. That's fine. I don't care about this character's time anyway. Yep. I mean, if you don't want to play it, then you don't play it. That's what the game's for. I really like retail for like endgame and the class gameplay. Generally speaking, it's just do it and feels good. I don't know. What do you think about the guild? Like the fake fresh, maybe next Saturday. I'll be down if like a lot of people play it, cause I'll be down to test like a degen session, maybe like 30 hours or something. So I still haven't had like a proper practice for that, and like I cannot do that solo. I'm just not gonna have the motivation to pull through. Yeah, but even having the, like for sure most people will not play like very long, but at least you know to start with it's cool. Did I miss the boat already, or did it not come back yet? Or it just didn't come back, right? I'm not blind. Yeah, the leveling turn is an alternative if we don't have an icon event actually going for us. Like for me, it's super cursed time, but you can just do like a 5-hour solo leveling thing. Biggest downside as a guild is that it doesn't really work for us because of the solo Sylphon hardcore add-on rule set. Are you from EU as well? Because I think it starts at 20:50 or midnight or something like that. I think it was midnight actually, midnight to 5 a.m. Yeah, then it's like cursed. Or in Portugal. Okay. Pretty cool country, yeah. So yeah, there's that, right? That's why it's like super scuffed. I tried talking to the organizers of that event, but basically he's from Australia, and the time zone just cannot work for him and EU and NA at the same time. It's just not possible, right? Like for instance, the HCAS events, like they were all set up in a way where it worked for both EU and NA, and it just didn't work for OCE, right? And usually people are happy with that because there's like way less players on OCE. But since the organizer himself is OCE, then he's setting it up so it works for him, you know? And like basically that means he has to cuck one of the major regions. So he's just cucking EU. That's basically what's happening there. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I might do one, like for fun, but it will kind of like fuck up your sleep schedule. Yeah. So yeah, that's probably like a no-go for pretty much anyone who wanted to play on EU, right? And that, it's just too bad of a time. And when we make that guild event, we can just make it work for it says morning QS, evening EU, and that's fine for everyone. So I'd be down, honestly. Since that other event is like pretty small, no prize, no nothing, so I won't be too upset if I miss out on it. Just be another place to put a name on the leaderboard or something for me, but you can live without it. You know, it's saying it's 5-hour leveling tournament. I'm pretty good odds of winning that if I were to participate. But then again, it's like strictly like materialistically speaking, it's not gonna bring any exposure or money, but I would still do it for fun. But since I can have something else for fun, then it's like I can decide at least. We'll see. MP said he's not sure if he wants to do an event. I feel like if he doesn't like make it quote unquote official, as in like put in an announcement or something, then it's like way less people gonna play. People kinda don't like unorganized stuff. I don't know. Kinda regret missing out on the first one, or like I leveled to 25 and then I inted it for no reason. I was like testing a quest out that I would never do. The tower in Red Ridge. Just died there. It was really fun up to that point, and also I was feeling like really good. Like there, I was level 25 and I was just feeling good, you know, maybe slightly tired, but like really good outside of that.
Greetings.
And like on the PTR, I don't know what was the difference, probably the start time mostly, but also like the fact that the UI was broken. We were playing with like, that I was sick IRL, and that I was like, we were like playing on and off because the servers didn't work, but I like at level 21, I just gave up on the PTR and I was like, just CBA.
You missed me,
You lasted too long? Yeah, maybe.
didn't I?
I mean, I was really close to just going to bed before it even went live, but then it did. But I was probably gonna be better off if I just went to bed.
Ishnu Allah. Del Nadu.
To get some supplies.
Are of the highest quality. Be careful.
It's running out of food and water in Fawood will suck. There's no way to restock there. Doubt she sells water, she probably sells
Ishnu
food.
Allah.
If she does. Cool.
May the stars guide you.
You can get 50 bells as well.
What brings you here? Good luck.
Aim shot, arcane shot. Bad. Aim shot rank 5, you can like pretty much one shot the mobs in Jade and all the casters there. Hit them for like 1k and then they just die. This feels good. was inted. This quest.
Ishnu, yeah.
What brings you here? Greetings. Farewell. I'm listening. Good luck, friend.
Weird, I don't wanna auto queue. Light buff, let's go. Pilot is super long. Like, it doesn't look long, it's only a couple quests. But it fucking takes forever to do. So you need to get there. Basically to run from Ajara. This. Then you run like along the entire zone. Go to Everlook. It's just fucking slow. Yeah, Felwood sucks. It's always slow levels in Felwood. The only cool part about Felwood is that Jadenar hold thing where you go like deep into this cave here. It's actually like insanely long. That's kinda cool. Like the quest where you need to kill the warlock guy at the bottom of that. That's actually a cool area. Everything else about Felwood fucking sucks. Supposed to be a dungeon? I mean, yeah, it would make sense that it's a dungeon, honestly. It's so big. It's crazy. I never knew it was supposed to be a dungeon though. That's kinda cool. But the ICB is starting Felwood today. Hello. Welcome back. Yeah, it's pretty cool. A classic doesn't really have that many like linear dungeons, right? But like I kinda like that because you don't have that many of them and it's kinda good when you find one. Brewmaster is so fun, man. I don't know, I couldn't tell you, man. Tanking was always off for me. I, I never liked it. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. But yeah. Honestly, this run is like not even that far behind the No Log or Abuse run, like only 20 minutes with like not never logging out for boats or harpstones. That's still pretty close. Oh, you're very special if you're like that. I don't mean it in like a bad way, like, you know, special. I just mean like most people are the opposite. DPS Andes. Like that for sure as well. Big number goes up, I like that. It's rewarding because, you know, you do X amount of damage and then you go do something again and then you do more damage because you got better or you got more gear and it feels good. It's easier to make DPSing more fun like long term. So you can always try to improve your like parse or something. Yeah, Windwalker is like an on and off spec for a long time, but it's more off than on usually. Like it's just been doing garbage single target for a while now. It's only niches like insane AoE, so it's been meta in like dungeons for a couple patches where you would just like do insane AoE. Yeah, no, tanks especially important in keys because you're the one that like sets up the pulls, right? But this flight actually takes so long. I mean, healer a bit less. If you have a shit healer, the only problem is you will like die even in normal pull. But a lot of people do not use their defensives properly, so it's like, generally speaking, yeah, healers should heal that, right? But also like most likely people, they die, they don't even, they didn't even use their buttons half the time. But yeah, I think healing is probably pretty fun if you're good at it. But also never my niche. I'm a big dick DPS mage. But yeah, it's gonna be it for me for today, guys. Thanks for hanging around as always. And thanks for the follows and the sub healer. Yeah, Ion, not bad, man. Can get more than that for sure, but also gotta start somewhere. No sub still. You just tuned in, then unlucky. But just saying the other one goes pretty well. I'm like almost 2 hours ahead of the 74-hour run. Maybe you could do 3 days if you get lucky, I don't know. Hard to tell. But yeah, thanks again. We'll be back tomorrow, do some Felwood. Can't wait. See ya.